Hi, and welcome to the first episode of the 7th Silver Lining series, Let's Take Action. I am so happy to be keeping this series alive, and am even more excited to continue bringing you a fresh take on various topics to keep our well-being in check. In listening to your feedback, and with a mission to keep these videos relevant, helpful, and inspiring, this series is focused on the small actions we can take to set ourselves up for success. But what is success? What does success mean to you? That is a good freaking journal prompt, am I right? And I encourage you to take out your journal and your favorite pen and let those creative juices start flowing as you find your answer. But if that's not your thing, no worries, because today we're going to dig a little deeper into that same topic, success. And once again, there are thousands of different definitions for that one word. Merriam-Webster defines success as favorable or desired outcomes, or as the attainment of wealth, favor, or eminence. John Wooden, a respected collegiate basketball coach and teacher, defined success as peace of mind that is the direct result of self-satisfaction in knowing you did your best to become the best that you are capable of becoming. Maybe one of those definitions landed. Maybe they didn't. Regardless, it's important to acknowledge that so often the ideas that we have of what success is, what it looks like and feels like, doesn't come from our own ideas. It comes from others. It usually starts with our parents and family, then extends to our friends and peers, and then to the messages that we receive from TV, social media, and advertising. For example, if we're told being a banker is a highly regarded profession, a lot of us decide we want to be bankers. And when being a banker loses merit and is no longer seen as highly regarded, we lose interest in becoming bankers. As humans, we are highly open to suggestion. And in this society, we are sold a pretty narrow version of what success looks like. And oftentimes, that version of success, that standard and measurement of success, sets us up to fail and feel unfulfilled. So, the first way we set ourselves up for success is by defining what success means to you. And I don't want this question to feel heavy or overwhelming or even philosophical. I want you and us to create a definition or definitions that are functional, meaningful, and approachable. Similar to goal setting, I encourage you to start small. Ask, what would success look like for me today? Would a successful day mean accomplishing the top 3 things on my to-do list? Would a successful day today be choosing to be more social and eat lunch with my team rather than alone in my office? Or does a successful day today mean showing myself some compassion and allowing myself to simply show up as I am? What does success look like today? That question can have a different answer every single day. If the goal is to set ourselves up for success, we have to first recognize where we're at and then create a definition of success that is not only attainable, but that allows us to feel fulfilled. Our idea of what success is directly impacted by the expectations we set for ourselves. If our idea of success is being rich, then every 2 weeks when that paycheck hits, you're going to feel disappointed, unsuccessful, and unfulfilled. I hear that. Been there. But we are allowed to create different definitions of success for different parts of our lives at different times in our lives. What does emotional success look like? Social success, work success, financial success, community success. Success doesn't have to be the narrow view that we're sold. Success can mean whatever we want it to mean. And I want to encourage us to rethink this idea that success is this long-term, futuristic idea of what we hope to accomplish in life. Again, if we're being honest with ourselves, that idea usually isn't even our own and is often based in envy. And envy breeds stress and anxiety and burnout. So let's put more energy and effort and intention in celebrating the small wins and the small successes in our day-to-day lives. Because it's the small wins that lead to the big outcomes. You got your inbox down to 0 and it's only 10 a.m.? Success. You made it to work early enough to take 10 deep breaths before your first patient? Success. You decided not to answer that phone call at lunch from your friend who was driving you crazy? Success. You managed to intentionally move your body for 30 minutes today? Success. You get the point? It's the small choices that lead to big results. The small wins make up the big wins. In order to set ourselves up for success, we need to make sure our definition of success is our own. So, the silver lining is that you have the power to decide and reimagine what success means to you. So I ask you this, What does success look like for you today? The answer is yours.